So hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm Coaching Center. So today I'm going to explain that is the 9th standard social history 4th chapter Vijaynagar and Bahamani Kingdom part 3 video. So here you can see the Vijaynagar dynasty, the temples built by the Vijayanagar dynasty, that is Vijaya Vithala temple and Hampi Virupaksha temple. So the Dasara festival was celebrated on the Mahanavami platform constructed by the Krishna Devaraya, and the ambassador of Versailles Abdul Razak recorded that during this festival the kings from distinct places and provincial leaders were assembled in the emperor, and Kamal Mahal, elephant stable, Queen's Path are wonderful examples for Indo-Muslim architectural style, and Lakshmi Narasimha and Kadale Ganesha and Sasuve Kalu Ganesha and Udana Veerabhadra idols are attractive, and the force of Hampi during the Vijayanagar Empire was very strong with 7 circular walls that were done by around it. Music and dance. So the Vijayanagara kings patronized fine artists. They were having the fine artists like music, dance, drama, and yakshagana. So artists enjoyed the great respect in the palace and temples for them. And Saint Purandara Rasa and Kanakadasa enriched the Carnatic music through their kirtanas and dancers adorned in the exquisite costumes and jewelry performed dance in the temples and in the palaces during the festivals and other times. So the end of Vijayanagar kingdom. So the important battle in the history of the Vijayanagar kingdom. With the fall of this large empire, the politics of South India there was a drastic change in it. So there were internal clashes for the power after the death of the Krishna Devaraya. Another cycle of violence was started. So another cycle of violence that was started with the death of Achyutarya, who had succeeded the Krishna Devaraya. So Sadashivaraya, who came to the power was in the hands of Ramaraya with his son-in-law. So Ramaraya could not extend the kingdom by waging any war. It created more enemies, and Deccan Sultan won the Vijayanagar kingdom. Next, after that, Bahamani kingdom. So the other important historical change seen during the 14th century was the rise of the Bahamani kingdom. So in the year of 1347 CE, Alauddin Hasan Gangu Bahman Shah established this dynasty, and the Bahmani and Shahi dynasty, who ruled from 1347 to 1686 CE. Among their rulers, Muhammad Shah I, Muhammad Shah II, Firoz Shah, Yusuf Ali Shah, Ibrahim Adil Shah I, and Ibrahim Adil Shah II were the most important rulers in this Bahmani kingdom. And the history of Bahmani rulers can be seen at 2 stages. In the first stage, you can see in Gulbarga was their capital, and their main capital from Gulbarga to Bidar, and Bidar remained the capital of Bahmani till the end of Bahmani kingdom. Let us know about Muhammad Gawan. So from 1347 to 1426 CE, Kalburi was the capital for the Bahmani kingdom. So during this period, Muhammad Gawan, who ruled the kingdom, was selfless. So Bahmani kingdom. So as the prime minister, he took a Bahmani kingdom to a great height. He won the battles, and he led Muslim religious forces and law at Cairo, and also gained proficiency in the Arab and he was knowing the Arab and Parsi language, and he served as the prime minister during the rule of Bahmani kings Humayun, Nizam Shah, and Muhammad Shah III, and he was responsible for making the Bahmani kingdom for its glory, and also his efficiency about the administration and victories. So Gawan conquered Konkan and also Goa and Belagavi he conquered, and later he invaded Orissa, and he also conquered Konavedu, and in the year of 1481 CE he came to Kanchi and plundered its he took its huge wealth, and thus Muhammad Khan, who was responsible for all the round development of the Bahmani kingdom, he became the more victim of their enemies, and also was beheaded on the false charge of betrayal of the kingdom. So after his death, the kingdom became weak and disintegrated into 5 parts. It was divided. Here you can see. So division of Bahmani kingdom first was Ahmednagar, Bijapur, Bidar and Golconda. So Ibrahim Adil Shah II. So 1580 to 1627. So the most important king of Adil Shahi, Ibrahim II, who took the throne in the 9th year. So he ruled around 47 years with historical many incidents, and also politically he took Vijaypura and to the pinnacle of glory with his efficient administration. He was responsible for the tremendous progress in the agriculture, in the art, literature and education in the Bahman kingdom. And also his book Kitab in Navaras begins with the prayer of the gods Ganesha, Saraswati and Narasimha, and there are prayers of Muhammad Paigambar too. And this book is the evidence of the knowledge, magnanimity and religious tolerance of Ibrahim too. And cultural contribution of Bahmani Sultans. So the Bahmani and Shahi Sultans ruled over the Karnataka for almost 200 years, and in addition to Karnataka, they extended their kingdom till Tanjavur in Tamil Nadu also, and they had organized their administrative based on Islamic religious principles. And administration. So there were 3 levels of administration. There are the central, provincial, village. So among these, there were revenue, divisions and military administration in the Bahmani kingdom, and the sultans were the chief of the central administration, and the cabinet was called as the Majlis-e-Ilwit, and the top officials commanded ulmas, amins, were the friends and relatives of the sultan. And Gawan converted the then existed 4 tarafs, provinces, into 8 units, and these provinces were divided into 5 sarkars, and the Subedar was the administrator in these sarkars, and sarkars so they are having these sarkars were divided into pargans, and Kotwal, Deshmukh and Desai were the administration of these pargans. So the final unit of the administration was the village, having Patel, Kulkarni and guards. They are the staffs, and the village units were independent. So revenue, military and judicial system. So Amir-e Jumlas, who were the head of the revenue authority. So land tax was the main source of income for this kingdom. So 1/3 to 1/2 of the agriculture production was collected as land tax by the Bahmani dynasty, and there were 60 kinds of taxes were included, like house, mines, tobacco, and the tax, and the money earned by the taxation was for the maintenance of palace, wars, bodyguards, construction and maintenance of forts. And the Bahmani kingdoms who depended on the strength of their military force. So military expenditure was a huge for them. So they had 4 types of armed troops: permanent troops, troops recruited during the wartime, and troops for religious wars, and also units for the protection of sultans and the protection of palace. So they had cavalry, infantry, elephants, explosives unit were the important divisions for the Indian army, and Bijapur fort was the most important formidable fort, that is the Adil Shahi fort. And next is the Sultan was the supreme judicial authority, and he ruled according to the prevailing customs, traditions and principles of the Islamic religion. Next, economic and social and religious systems in the Bahmani kingdom was. So agriculture was the main occupation in the villages, and also spinning, oil extraction, sugar and jaggery manufacture, thread weaving, leather work, pottery, carpentry, goldsmithing, perfumery and sculpture were also many other practices done by the villagers of the Bahmani dynasty. And there were ports in Dabhol, Rajpura, Chawla and Goa, and silk, coin, gold, silver, copper, tin, lead and glass were the main imports done by the Bahmani kingdom. And trade and employment organized were existence in the Bahmani kingdom, and gold coins that were known as the Honu in Bahmani kingdom, and silver coins were known as the Lori and Tanka were in circulation during the Bahmani kingdom, and undivided patriarchal families continued in the society, and caste and polygamies were practiced in the society, and Haridasa of the Bhakti Panth and Muslim Sufi saints tried to imbibe tolerance in the society, to stop the tolerance done by the society. So next is the education and architecture done by the Bahmani dynasty. So the education policy of the Adil Shahi was the most important Islamic propagated Islamic culture. So there were schools that are known as maktabs, and they were under the they were under the controls of mosque, and the students in the school or maktabs were taught the alphabet, religion, law, poetry, and other things. And the madrasas were centered for the higher after the school higher education. Muhammad Gawan, who was a scholar himself, established a madrasa, the college at Bidar, and encouraged study in of the Islamic religion and law. And this college was around 242 feet in length, 222 feet width, and 56 feet height, and three storied magnificent buildings constructed in the Deccan style. It was constructed, and it had a library with around 3,000 manuscripts. And also the colleges was also a lodge for the students, teachers, and orthodox people. Astronomy, grammar, mathematics, philosophy, political science, many other were studied in these colleges. And also the sultans developed Indo-Saracenic style of architecture. So the Jamia mosque built by the Adil Shah I, and the prominent monument even today. It is a prominent monument even today. And Ibrahim Roja, Gol Gumbaz, Gagan Mahal, and other mahals are the important monuments during these times. And these monuments have made by the Adil Shah. The monument made by the Adil Shah is world famous. The Gol Gumbaz at Vijaypura is one of the greatest structure in the world, and it is around in an area of 1,800 square feet, and there are 7-storied minarets in the 4 corners of the building, and there is a huge dome in the center of the building. So okay friends, here you can see this is the Jamia Mosque, Bidar Fort, and here the Gol Gumbaz. So okay friends, this is your chapter, the Vijaynagar and Bahamani kingdoms. So okay friends, like the video, comment on my subscribe my channel for more videos. I'll be seeing you in the next video. Till then, take care. Have a nice day. Bye my dear friends.